All right, we're going to show you what's going on. This is Jolene's interior. This is what she has picked up to put in her car. She's very proud of it, and we just wanted to show everybody what we're going with. This is a faux ostrich. What do I mean by faux? Not real, I guess. I don't think there'd be that many ostriches around here in Canada. But it looks like this on the back. It really looks like real leather, but I guess it's faux leather ostrich. Jolene's thinking that the seats are going to be done in this material right here. And then I'm thinking that she's planning on making the carpet somewhat that color on the back side. And the reason I'm going gentle is because me and Doug's in the house today. He's working on the Jaguar engine. He decided that he wanted to play cars today. And the Jaguar engine has not really come back to life. So Doug has took it upon himself. He's gonna pull the head off it today and see what it's all about. Right on, man. So that's her interior for the seats. So that means I can get onto the seats and make the brackets and make them fit in there now. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna need Jolene to do the seats because I'm gonna get her where she needs to be, and I'm gonna bolt the seats in with her legs all the way extended out as far as way back as we can get. That's what I'm gonna do. Put the seat back as far as we can, and then I'll make the pedals fit her whatever she desires. That's what I want to do. With the engine in the house right now, Doug working on that. He's going to pull the head off. He's got the transmission off it. It's going well, so we'll get to see that. We'll pull that off and see who took a dump inside of it. Yeah, that's what's going on right today. That's what we're doing. Nothing more. Actually, there is more to say. As we're working on, or Doug's working on this, taking the head bolts off. I was thinking about the front end of the Bugatti. We have ordered some, what do you call them, baby? Radius arms. We've ordered some radius arms off a Mustang too. This is a Mustang front end that we used. I think I've said it a couple times. I've made the top hats and made the perch for the bottom. But as I see that there, the radius arms bolt on here and then they go back to the chassis or underneath the chassis, wherever they fit. They go on and they have a rubber in between. You tighten them up just like the Mustang. I think the Mustangs go forward. We're gonna have ours on the back side. As I'm looking at that and I'm running around outdoors, I don't know what I was looking for. I think I'm looking for some of John's stuff for his truck. Anyways, I run across these heim joints that we have. There's 3 out there. And I think that it would be nice. These are some arms that we ordered from Speedway, and we cut them off and modified them obviously, but it still has the threaded rod on the inside. It still is TIG welded there. It's quite heavy steel. It's 1/4 inch, I would say, 1/4 inch piping. But if I screwed that in there, made the heim joint, and tried to make the radius arm out of this, then I could have a adjustable front end in all ways. I have adjustable top hat, then I have adjustable radius arm, put the tire right in the center of the wheel well. I think that'd be kind of nice actually, so I could adjust it. And what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna wait until we get them, because we ordered them. They were kind of cheap, were they not? Or yeah, 60 bucks American, so you know, we'll double it, so it's 120 for us. As I get them, I'll see how they fit on, but in my brain, I'm thinking these adjustable radius arms would be cool. I can also, when I turn that, this bar fits on top, and this bar could fit on the bottom. I want it to close the bottom of the control arm in anyways, so somehow I can bolt it from top and bottom. It fits perfectly there, you know what I mean? It fits perfectly. So I could run a joint going back to the chassis, and then I could have that arm adjustable, just in, out, back, forth, whatever. That's just what went through my mind here about 20 minutes ago as I found these. I found them outdoors, and I was looking for something else and come across these. So I might check that out after I get the radius arms. I might check it out, see where we bought them. But I'm thinking that I'd rather have adjustable. And I said to Doug, I said, rather have adjustable. He said, well, you're improving on it, so why would you not? That's a good way to look at it. Some people would say, no, you're not allowed to do that. But in all honesty, you would be improving on that front end. Have it adjustable. How you making out, Doug?
Head bolts are out.
Head bolts are out.
Do you have a little nylon strap I can put under here to try and look with the strap?
Nylon strap.
You know, like one of those tie-down straps.
If we hook that on something there, you want a couple twist it.
That's hardly strong enough.
Okay, bad.
I'm thinking of the, like you use for tie downs, you know, the ratchet.
Yes, I probably do, yeah.
Just one end of a ratchet strap would be wonderful.
Okay,
We feed it under the camshafts and.
I'll get one in the truck. We have the little blue one, don't know for long
Sure.
enough.
Yeah, they don't.
All right, I'll go get that. Tell them what you're doing, Doug, I guess.
Okay.
I'll be back.
What we've done, we've disconnected the camshafts. Had to break the wire in the front here. Had to slack that's an adjuster here for the timing chain, so that's loosened off. So these can come back, so the chain is loose, so it can lift up through the head. Undone the bolts under here. There's some studs hold the head there, and the head bolts. So those are all off now. We pulled the transmission and torque converter off this morning. So when a stand is free, we can put this on the stand. Because I want to rotate it, it's a lot easier to get undo the rods, take the pan off, undo the rods, and bring the pistons up. So the first thing is to get the head off, see how bad that is. And then I have a ridge reamer to do the top of the bores, so we don't crack a piston driving it up through. We'll do that. Lift it up, take the pan off, undo the rods, push the pistons up through, and see what the rings look like. Then at least we know what we're dealing with. Yeah, we don't have to go full bore on it. There's probably some compromises we can make that if we were going full bore, we'd take the crankshaft out, we'd take it in the machine shop, we'd have it polished, wiped. Depending on what it looks like, we may be able to shine it up with every paper and put new inserts in.
You got Doug's plan. More hubcaps. We have this stuff in the back from Jeff.
Okay.
That fit underneath there?
Have you got two of those?
That's son of a bitch.
No, I need one that's pulled right out. You know, that there's no end on it, so it's loose in.
Yes, I understand. I just thought that might fit there. See what I got underneath one underneath the back. Look back here.
We have some in the car, we didn't bring any with us today.
I got some in the car, believe me. I just have to go get it again, that's all. I'll bring it back, I'll just have to run more faster.
Yeah, we need two, one for each side.
Cool. The old YouTube following that we have is a pretty good gang of people, you know that? Doug?
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow or not, there's a pretty good gang of people in there going early and talk.
Yeah.
A lot of good people on there.
All good ideas, different experiences, and it's always good to hear somebody else's take on things. They've been telling me all along that I should do this right and take the head off instead of farting around like we were doing, and that's absolutely true. But Chad just wanted to see if it would fire without doing anything, so we tried that route and it didn't work. So on to the next one. Today we'll know what we got to work with. We'll know whether it's worth spending a bunch of money on or what kind of money we're talking.
If you said it right when you said something about when someone's going to get a strap, they're going to have a hard time next time. You see the back of the truck.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of rattlesnakes.
That's a good one.
Not a Texas rattlesnake, just a rattlesnake. Jeff's been showing some pictures on the dash on the internet. Wow, some nice.
Yeah, wow.
Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
He's a craftsman. Okay, so
We can one through the hole. Get a hole right here or one of these.
Do we have two of these by any chance?
Two what?
Like that?
You want another one, I suppose.
One for each side?
All right, I'll get you another one, Doug.
I
You're gonna keep me in shape, man.
I don't want to pull any harder than I have to on the camshaft.
Hey, man, let's do what we gotta do.
a good bowling, my boating days, how's that?
It's a bowling knot, people.
It is.
Doug used to be captain of a boat one time, didn't you, Doug?
It was.
He was so. He's way above me. Sorry about that. He's above my pay grade.
Wasn't a very big boat, just 75 foot.
75 footer. That's a big boat.
That was Mar too. We handled up to 50 passengers. Yeah, it was a fun boat. It really was. It was a catch. Did that in summer. While I was going to school. When I went back to school, that was what I did in the summers. And my son was the first mate.
Well, geez. Look at that now, would you?
Yeah.
First mate.
Yeah,
He wasn't only his son, he was his first mate.
he was.
That's true on a boat. You're the last one down as she goes down, aren't you? You the last one
What I
down.
say. I had a wedding on it one day. Normally they let the captain do the weddings, but they didn't let me.
You didn't have your ministry done yet, or?
I didn't have the ministry, no. We had some real interesting tours though. There were all sorts of different people. One night I had a group of psychics on. And one guy had written a book that I just read.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Holy Grail Across the Atlantic. I just read that book and it was just coincidental.
He was on the boat.
He was an author, yeah.
Did you believe everything he was telling you, or did you?
Well,
Wow, you got that going on, Doug. You want that? You want to hook them onto that, or?
been good, yeah.
You finish what you're doing there.
Well,
You get the bowling knots going on and everything.
we need,
Want me to hold that up, or?
that can go onto there,
Okay.
through there. And this.
So, Doug can not only rebuild your engine, he can run your boat for you.
Used to be able to. That was
I'm sure you still can.
a few years ago. Now what do I want to do?
You want to do the exact same thing? You just want to do a bowling knot like that, and hook it up, and then we'll hook them both in. You want to do the same thing? Can you hear? Do another knot like that and hook that on?
Yeah. I wanted to.
You want it all the same height?
How did I have that hook? I had that through this, right?
Yeah.
So ball in there. Yeah. And turn the backs to height so they all fall equally.
There you go.
And you know why you tie a bowline?
No,
Because it never ceases. You can undo it.
never ceases.
You can undo it quite easily.
Something like you got. You never cease to amaze me. Huh?
You amaze easily.
I amaze easily, he said.
Okay.
I'm gonna push this stuff in a second. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way here. You got all the bolts and all the nuts on the head and everything already?
Yeah. There.
Oh, so she's coming off then.
Hopefully.
All this chain gear is hooked to. All that chain gear is hooked to the head only.
See the camshaft here?
Okay.
Disconnected.
Okay, you disconnected
So the
it.
head should pull right off.
I haven't been paying attention, but in other words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on there.
We'll just do it gently.
Yeah, go ahead, try it. I'll just keep holding it, I guess. Keep happy. So Doug's been working like a beaver, and I hadn't been checking it in because I didn't know he done did all the cam shit. Yeah, I suppose you did. You took the side cutters and cut the wire all off.
Yeah, I think they. So we're there, attached to the hook there?
Well, it's looking pretty good. Nothing on it yet.
Yeah.
This one here is not tight yet. One side's not tight. Geez, you got the engine turned up in the air, Doug.
So we get some strain on it now. Right?
Seem too heavy.
Thank you very much.
Want that in there.
It don't always come easy.
Oh, it's coming apart. I can see it coming apart here.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good. Remember the one I told you that sticks is right up here.
Oh, is that right?
I think it's this one has the collar on it.
Well, I can tell you right now, that one hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
Do you want a hammer or anything? Give her a bat? Rubber hammer?
Maybe a wooden.
I think a good size rubber hammer. Oh, Tina, you found her bed. Good girl. Tina found her bed. She's laying down.
That's moving.
Oh yeah, look at that now, would you? We got just a second. What's going on here? All this stuff connected here yet? This is connected here, I think. This is gonna be come off right here.
That's it.
Yeah, the hose is cut. That hose, I suppose. Let that come off. The hose,
Oh, okay, yeah.
hose is cut in the back on this side.
Okay, well, let's cut the hose that's connected, and they gotta be replaced anyways.
Yes, they're raw tank.
Yeah.
So I might make some radius arms for that pair, baby.
Just drop
Think I
it
might-
on there.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Good. That's loose, this is loose. That bracket is
That
attached
comes-
to the head, isn't it?
That comes
to
there.
the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good. Yeah, that'll be fun
Just
making
jiggle
those.
that
I think I'd like to make them then instead of having something bottom.
Just jiggle out a second, so I can bring that to make sure it comes up.
The engine gonna drop there? Like, probably. The way it's coming off there now. Maybe should.
Well, let's just jiggle his head, because I don't wanna put too much pressure
Well,
on
the engine's gonna fall here, but I'm a little bit off.
You care?
Do I care? I guess not. I don't care. Doug said you care. You care? I don't know, man. Am I supposed to? I'm not supposed to. You care, you said? What is it? Okay. It's coming up now.
Is that?
Yeah, every time you tap it, it comes up.
It's not dragging on that.
Oh yeah, she's falling.
Is
Oh yeah. Or is it?
Yeah, this stud was the one I was worried about.
Yeah, you don't want to hit these things, do we?
No, definitely not. No, those are. Oh,
The oil gallery.
let's take those off. That's holding it.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I forgot about that. Okay, I do have another one of these anyway.
That's fine. Listen, it must be good if it's holding it.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
it's silver soldered.
Yeah, it's a good one. What size wrench do you need, huh?
That's about a 5/8 maybe.
All right.
No, one up from that.
Boom, just like that. That's the stuff that happens when you're taking off
Yeah.
engines, just like that.
When I was taking the engine
Should
out
we
of...
let this back down before you take that off?
Sure.
Do you trust me, Doug?
Oh, yeah. When I was taking the engine out of mine, I had a piece for the transmission I couldn't see.
Yes.
It was still hooked up, and I was trying to lift it with that hooked up, and it didn't work.
You want it down a little further, or are you good?
Gary straightened me out. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Still got tension on here. This is the oil gallery for the camshafts. See, that was holding.
Want it down a little further?
No, that's out now.
Awesome. What do you want, jack now?
Yeah, you can try lifting again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's get around that side and I'll do that, because we're higher up on the back than we are in the front right now.
Should I be picking on anything? All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's try lifting again a bit.
Got a little more strain in the back. Let's tap the back. Front seems like it's up here, but it doesn't look.
Yeah. The back's up from
Don't hit my fingies. Don't hit my fingies, man.
Oh, you want?
I don't owe you one. No, you don't owe me one. No.
A little bit. Well,
You got the back coming down. We got her jammed up.
yeah, it's,
Can we?
2x4 to push in there.
anything right there?
Not if you use the wood, you won't.
Oh, it wants to come off, no problem. Let me hold it, Doug. Hold on, you give it a little head. Oh, she's definitely coming.
Pretty much even there now. Dragging on the chains or anything there. Oh, no, those are loose.
I don't really want to get my finger wet either.
Have you got a 2x4?
Do we want to jack it up some more, hit it?
No. I'd like to put a 2x4 in there and just try it.
Well, you're asking for a lot there, but we'll go look for one. For that, I got a Jim Hacksaw Duggan 2x4. Remember that guy? He used to beat people with 2x4s?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Or Duggan, or Dugan, or whatever. You gotta go the other side now, Doug.
Right?
Gotta go the other side now.
Right?
I think you're up more on one side than the other now. Probably.
Yeah, well, they haven't been on for 30 odd years.
Right.
Sometimes they take a little persuasion.
Yeah, that's good, Doug.
There, maybe put a little
Pressure on the jack. There we go. You got it now,
It's
brother.
coming. Keep it coming. It's not clear yet.
You want to keep coming up? There we go.
Okay, now you can lift them. I think.
You want to bend those, Irving?
Yeah.
So leg back down a little bit.
That's why I think you can hold this.
Leg back down a little bit. Here, Doug, you want me to do the exact same thing with the board here?
Yeah.
Let it down some. Let it down some.
Well, yeah, just a bit. Not too much. Because we're off on all the stuff.
How's that, there?
Yeah, there's just a couple of tail end here there.
Yeah. Doesn't matter about this thing. Head.
Here, can I push this in and you use that as a lever? Here, you use that for a pry bar?
Let the front down some maybe.
No, you're just about there. You see that come in?
Just want to let it down some more. We get it right off, Doug.
Give it away.
Huh?
Okay.
She just got up there too far. That's all in the front, I think.
Yeah. Don't come too far down.
Can you get through there?
You get that?
There.
There we go.
Here.
She's off. Up she goes. Okay. Let's just see what we have. We gotta replace all these anyway. So
Let me get this head of the way here, Doug, and then we can, Jolene, get some camera action going.
the boards don't look horrible.
Watch yourself, Doug. I'm gonna pull this back. Go away here.
Easy.
Yep. Hopefully I can build you a sports car someday, baby. What am I talking about?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of carbon in there, but
It doesn't look bad though, does it?
you can't tell until you actually get the valves out.
Wax.
See where I told you there was interference? If you looked across here,
Yeah.
you'd see this valve extends beyond the flat part.
Yes.
So if you were to lay that down flat like that, that would bend that valve.
Gotcha.
So what we gotta do is put it outside, take the camshafts out, take the valves out. But once the camshafts come out, then the springs hold it fully closed. So then it's not gonna damage it.
Now,
Now, normally you expect to see a ridge on the top there. If you run your fingernail.
there's no
on it.
ridge at all, is there?
I don't feel a ridge.
Not a ridge at all.
No, so
Let's take this off.
pistons should be able to lift right out.
You reuse that head gasket?
No, heavens no. These are your camshaft tensioners.
Yes.
That's
I gotta wipe that off for the viewers. I gotta take a rag and wipe
Yeah.
that off
Yeah.
to show them
Yeah.
what we're looking
And
at
this is a
inside.
little doohickey that adjusts the tension on the chains.
Why do we get no compression in that bad boy?
This pin pushes in. You rotate it with a tool here till you've got just a very slight clearance on the chain, and then you let that pop out to lock it in place and tighten that nut. I'm sorry, Chad, what was that?
Just wanted to clean up one of the cylinders here to show what we had going on.
Yeah.
Them actually look absolutely gorgeous, do they not? The
Well,
cylinders?
I don't see any gouges or streaks in the side. I don't see any amount of ridge. Might be a little bit, but not very much.
What was I gonna say now? The rings must be stuck or seized.
Probably.
The compression rings, because there's no compression whatsoever in the first two.
Well, the valves, if they're stuck open, that would, if they're not seating, that would certainly.
Okay,
no,
so we-
no compression. But we're gonna do that check anyway. So
Yes.
Where you get it apart,
Now see,
and you can't tell that, Chad, until you put it on the bench and pop them out.
okay. Okay. Well, there's what she looks like inside. It does look promising for rebuilding, does it, Doug?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
like not.
What have we seen so far?
I don't. Listen, I don't want to go and if it's junk, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on it.
No,
If it
like,
can-
like I said, we can do it a number of different ways. If I was doing this for myself, I'd put new chains on, I'd put new tensioners, I may even replace the pistons, I'd certainly replace the rings. I would take the crank into Rick Hamilton and have him turn the crank.
Yeah.
And
Well, what about just the basic thing? If it doesn't need, like rings and maybe pistons.
well, it's gonna need rings for sure.
Yes.
Probably need valves. The valves are only $6 or $7 a piece, so rather than trigger the thing, you might as well.
You want a good head, obviously.
Exactly.
And if you can
You've
do the
got-
rings
You've
with
got the gasket set to the top end now. I'm gonna modify that pan so it's gonna fit, so when this is all cleaned up and painted up with an aluminum pan on it, at least it has a visual effect as well. And that pan leaks, so that's not worth a bunch of shit anyway.
There you go. You just heard it from the main man, Doug. Just heard it from the main man. That's what she looks like inside.
Yeah.
Now, if I was going to use, I don't know if I have to or not, but if I was going to use different pistons, would you put higher compression pistons in it? Would you? Would you hopper up a
I would
bit?
only use what the engine's designed for. On the head, there should, the last digit should indicate what it is. What does that say? I can't read that. Can you read that?
8.
8. So that's a medium compression. 7 is the low one. 9 is the high one. 8 is in between.
All right.
So it's a
Any way we can make it a 10?
no. Well, no, not practically.
Yeah. There you go. So what's the next process now? You're gonna pull.
We gotta take that head and disassemble it. We'll take the camshafts out, we'll take the valves out, we'll mark them all where they came from, take all the.
So that's what you want to do next? Take that apart?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab you a bench.
Or we can drain the bottom end and take the pistons out. Your choice, I don't care.
Well, we'll do one thing at a time. We'll play with the head, and
It's,
I'll move this, get it cleaned up, get the spot cleaned up a little bit, and I'll give you a bench for the head. How's that? I'll just clean this
It
up a
won't
bit.
take us long to take the pistons out of that.
Okay, but that's fine. We can do that too. But I'm gonna get you a bench for your head,
Sure.
and then I'll
I
clean
bet
up.
we have one down here.
I do. I'm gonna bring it down here for you.
Okay, well, I'll move this back a bit out of the way then. Why don't you put it up over here and we'll maneuver it around.
Yeah.
Somewhat over there.
What's your head, Greg? You alright?
Yes.
You alright, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Cut yourself?
No, I could just.
You can just wipe it off?
Yeah, I just got a bang.
I'll pick her up some more. Huh?
A reminder not to be stupid. We want that on its edge, because I don't want to set it down with the mouth open. So we can send it on either side.
You want me to let it down?
We're gonna have to hold it as we do it, so it rotates, so it's.
Here.
Probably sit more stable on that side, right?
Here, I think you didn't cut yourself, I don't think.
No, okay. You slack it, and I'll hold this like this so it comes down.
He's gonna put his trust in me.
Yeah. Haven't done anything to me yet today, so.
You only done it to yourself, that's all the day.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
Jesus Christ, that chair.
We're good. Thank you. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was gonna help let it down, right? You know what I mean? Like, can't trust that thing. Jeez.
So, where will we be?
Here. Oh, we're on. Go slow here, go slow here. I'll take a second here, then we'll get this thing out of the way. I might invest in a different one, I think.
So we're gonna spin this up in the air and then take the pad off? And
Let's just play with the head for now. I'll move that. I'll just drag that across probably.
You think? You wanna put this up on the pad and pull a piston or two out and see what we got?
You want to pull around, pull a piston or two, do you?
Why not?
Alrighty, here we go.
Now we want to, we can lift it by the supports there.
Put two nuts on here. Pull right by the middle.
Yeah, I suppose we could put the hooks on as long as the spacing stays, because we don't want to bend those.
I got you.
Yeah. That's why I said if you do it in the motor mount, there's no worries. So we can do it in the motor mount, and we can do it on the flywheel.
Put a bolt. You want to hook a strap there, and do it that way? Or you just want to put a nut on and pick it up?
I prefer not to have nuts on there, because you may draw those out of
Out
place.
of whack?
Yeah, we really don't want to do that.
All right.
That's why I wanted to mount it on a motor stand, so.
Well, we can take this off this head, can we not?
Yeah, sure
And we'll
can.
use these bad
Yeah,
boys.
that's very good.
And Doug is right, you can get them. You can get them off easily. Got me sweating.
Yeah, it's hard work, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you can't walk away from that handle with the vice grips on it. It fell down, didn't it? That's what happened. I let it go, and the vice grip fell down. Gee, damn it.
You do a little pillow with it.
Have to stay right with it.
That thing's not gonna collapse on us now, is it?
What?
That thing's not gonna collapse on us.
Collapse? Well, it's not.
That would be a bad scene.
Did we just call Jaguar engine over? Look at that now, would you? In between that lifter and that camshaft.
You know, they just be closed carbon. There's certainly a lot of carbon buildup in the head.
Getting her.
You couldn't undo my knot? That's supposed to be
No,
easy knot to
no.
undo.
This went in between the lifter and the camshaft. That's what happened. And it doesn't want to come out when it does that. We go a little ways. Pull that in. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's not gonna collapse again. No, it's good. Okay, cool.
You're good now.
Now I'm gonna let you play with that, Doug, and I'm gonna clean up a couple things because we got tripping stuff going on.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want. We do not want no tripping going on. We'll deal with the wrenches later. Doug moves too fast. Doug moves too fast. We thought we were making room, didn't we, baby? Huh? Thought we were making room.
A little bit like that. Don't do any damage.
Doug, you gotta get bang that head up today, buddy. Get messing around that engine pecker. It'll beat you up every time.
Engine short here.
You're too tall. That's what's going on. He's too tall.
Right.
There you go. You're too tall.
There. Nicely.
That looks like one there.
Yeah, that's one. That's the way it should be.
So, when I let go of that handle, I am not walking away from it 1 second.
Oh shit, I pulled that right, yeah, you're gonna have to use my other.
Pull that right out.
Pull it right.
That's not a hard.
I have a set of them.
It's not a hard fix, though, is it?
Yeah, it's,
Is it a hard fix? Do you have a thing,
silver
copper up in there and silver solder that?
well, I have a proper one at home.
Okay.
We'll replace it under warranty, that's all.
Under warranty. Doug, I don't think this engine's ever been under warranty, so I wouldn't expect you to get warranty.
I think I fired it off.
We just go down and see Bernie, wouldn't we?
Right.
What?
Okay.
Bernie don't give stuff away?
Sometimes it's pretty good.
I'm just joking.
Now what we could do is put a bolt in there.
Yes. Up, up, up. Oh, you're going to tear now, right?
No, but bolt on the other side. Perfect.
Hear that, people? Perfect. Mint. Peppermint.
Things are going too well today, something's gonna break.
What do you... Don't be like that now, Doug.
There you go, you even got an even lift. Whoa.
I'll tilt that down. And you put that way ahead of me. I'm gonna let her down some, Doug. Don't go away from this thing.
Go for it. Yep, that's good. After that hook, what are you doing? Setting you up
For failure here. Setting you up for failure, Doug.
Okay, give her.
Giver, he says giver. Hook on the back there, no problem. Stayed all hooked on.
Yeah, no, you're good. Good.
Feel safe with that, like that?
Yeah. Get her nice and high.
Get her nice and high, he says. So if she falls high. We do a lack of oil on that.
Oh, we gotta pull the pan off. Shit.
Well, we can pull it off in the air just as well as anything. I mean, take the oil out of it.
Yeah, we gotta drain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can drain most of it here. Well, it's just like that. For sure. And then, drain the rest of it. I got a couple of containers there to put that oil in.
Oh, Nina having badass sleep snooze over here.
Yeah.
Nina having badass snooze. Okay. You turned up the game and everything.
Where this new oil was, we use that.
Watch it, that's gonna run off on you, it's gonna spit on you probably.
No, it's all right. Just take it partly in, and it doesn't.
Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that oil in that bad boy. That thing's never been run, it's got brand new oil in it. Maybe I should clean this one too.
I've got two of these.
Okay, so
What was in that?
automatic transmission fluid.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough.
It was clean though.
Close enough. Friggin' old. It doesn't look all beat up though, the old engine doesn't, does it?
No,
No?
no.
It looks like it could be salvageable, but you have to tear it apart.
You can't leave something sit for 30 odd years in whatever conditions and expect to fire it up.
What?
That just doesn't work.
Man, that's what we always expect around here. We play a lot of...
So sometimes things don't live up to your expectations, do they?
Yes, sir. Expectations lead to disappointment. Do they not, Doug?
Sometimes.
If I expected this engine to run, well look, it just disappointed me.
Look who you had working on it. That should have given you your first clue.
Like that, Doug.
Well, you're right. You want to go on the feeder, right?
Well, I probably would never go that far, but you might, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. Now, you good at pouring that kitchen fat, are you?
Yeah, we'll try.
Huh? That's what that is. That's in the kitchen now, Doug. You know, right from the engine building to kitchen.
Yeah. I'm good at dishwashing.
Good at dishwashing?
That counts.
It'll count, as long as you get it in there.
Let's see, got some bolts hanging in there.
No, I think she's a good engine. Just needs a little love, that's all.
Jerry and his buddy had a problem with one of those BMW little ones, you know, the
New BMW?
no, like the Austin Mini, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the transmission, there was a problem with they hauled it apart, and here there was a half a bearing race in the gearbox, and they can't tell where it came from.
Someone put it in there.
Well, there were years that the British were sabotaging their cars.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, the labor unions were nuts.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Like in the early 70s, you bought a motorcycle from the Brits. You didn't know what the hell you were buying. you really didn't. They got quite nasty.
Oh, the unions got nasty.
Yes, yeah. They unionized, and the labor movement was
Biting off their own hand and fed their face.
couldn't care less. You know, just stupid.
And that would mean that people were
Much like
sabotaging the cars, which would ruin the business, which they wouldn't have a job anymore.
Much like the teachers' union in the States right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, refusing to teach. And here the kids are suffering. And supposedly they're the people that are have the best interest of the kids at heart. And all the work.
It'd be a good time for the parent to start teaching, wouldn't it?
Well, all parents aren't equipped to do that, or
No, they're not.
have the time or the expertise to do it.
Yeah.
So who suffers? It's the kids. I mean, there'll be a whole generation of kids that are suffering.
Very true.
There, we can probably leave the rest in the pan. Take the pan out carefully and just leave that rest in that pan as we take it out.
What if I let it down and we do a knot on top of it and jack it up so that we can get there's probably quite a bit of oil left in front of that pan.
You think?
Oh, well,
How
probably.
much you put in? 7 liters?
I'm not sure.
That's what it calls
Okay,
for.
we'll go for it. Well, I'm thinking, yeah, we'll
Well,
go
if
for
you
it.
want, we can
I imagine this is full.
What's the top part?
The front part, I imagine that's full. Watch yourself.
Tell you what, why don't we just like that, hold it like that, you and I lift on the back and then fill the sump.
We can. Okay, you turn it out and put the thing underneath it, and I'll pick it up.
Well, once it's drained into that, then we just go through what we just did.
Okay, well, I'll hold it. If you want to put your turkey baster back down, your turkey pan back down there, and I'll hold the front of her up.
You know what's gonna happen when we invite you for Thanksgiving dinner, don't you?
I'll have to cook the turkey here on it, or I won't get no food.
We'll be doing it in this.
Doug won't let me live it down. I made him a coffee one day and the coffee cup wasn't clean. Actually, she didn't say a word. He drank her back and said, maybe I'll let the cats clean yours next time.
There we go. No, it's not a huge amount, is it?
No? Oh, I can stay in it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's not more wear visible in the bores, you know, for an engine of that age and probably that use.
So what you're saying is
Might have been done. The pan had been off, remember, because it was welded and that oil line coming from the pickup to the oil pump, that had been bronzed.
yes, yes, that's true.
So somebody's had that apart.
That's true. Was it half inch on the bottom of the pan bolt?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Half inch.
Let's see if the rest of this would go in there.
Come on, half inch, come on. Half inch is hard for this side here, there's no...
I got one there, Chad. If you, and you might want to do your ear thing there. That worked really well, didn't it?
It did. I'm gonna find a half inch here in a second. It's on the floor.
I've got a 1/2 inch socket and an extension there, so.
I just have to find it, that's all.
And why don't you take that with new used oil, if you like. what it is or where it came from, so when you're looking, you'll know where it came from. We'll take its transmission for that.
Brand new oil, man.
I know, but tag it, so otherwise you're gonna confuse it.
Yes, for sure. Haven't found that half inch yet.
1/2 inch socket?
No, haven't found it yet.
Well, there's one right there.
Oh, stop.
How's that?
Oh, you got the smaller one. You won't go with the air though.
You want a bigger one, do you?
Well, we just go with the air. You take them off by 5 instead
Well,
of...
there's a 1/2 inch there, right? 7/16. That's not half, is it?
hiding stuff on you.
It must be on the.
Half blind. Maybe. Maybe. I guess it's time we buy some socket, baby. You know what I'm saying? Time to buy some sockets. Find a half inch yet, Doug?
No, not a 3/8, I didn't.
Trying to look crazy. There we go. Look at the half inch there, buddy. Hey. Good. Yeah. Oh, we gotta turn the air on.
You better, huh?
Mm-hmm. What are we having for dinner today? What do you think, baby? Pork chops?
Yeah, sure.
All right. My baby cooks a mean pork chop. She cooks a mean pork chop, man. That thing's on Mr. Red. That's Doug, Mr. Red.
There's a cup there.
There's a couple of lock wires here. Probably don't belong there. That one, would you? Doug, is this what happens when you don't change your oil?
What's that?
You have to tear it apart?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Tear down one more notch. I think it's coming out so good. That's nice. I got 3 on this side. Beautiful.
You getting where?
There's a couple on the side, on the other side, up there by the pan. You want those ones, I can grab these ones. There's 3 on the side of the pan. I can't get with the... Oh, there's a strap underneath that damn thing. One of the straps on one. Hey, baby. Jolene's doing some fine-ass camera work. Everybody's acknowledging it, which is nice. Thank you very much, everybody, for acknowledging that. That only makes people feel good about themselves when you acknowledge stuff like that. You have a good crew. Thank you very much. Jolene appreciates it, don't you, Jolene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing to do that with a phone.
Yeah, boy, you know.
That's what you can do if you properly equipped her.
Ooh, we wouldn't want to do that though.
Oh, that's...
Exactly. There's probably a few people thinking the exact same thing. Isn't that right, baby? Huh? This is like deja vu. Isn't it? Deja vu. Been here before. Been here before. Been there before. We got 3 on this side. They gotta come off. Yeah. I need your ratchet probably to get there, Robbie. Woo, that thing turned up. Yes, we're tearing it down. Doug's probably gonna take the head home, are you, Doug?
Yeah.
Gonna take the head home, check it all over. We don't want him to spend, you know, there's time involved. To see, you have to take all the valves out of that and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Take all the valves out of it and check it all. And you'll just, once you get the part, you have to have a test done on it to know, will you not? Or?
No, you can clean the valves up and
Okay.
then you hand lap them. I'll show you how to do that. Until you have a gray line that's about 30 seconds of an inch all the way around.
Yeah.
And you got that, and then they're singing.
There you go. Never done any of that before, so it's all new to me.
I'll take some of it apart here when I'm here this afternoon.
I've ripped many oil pans off. I've done that before, but to rebuild something, and to make it go, no. The money was never there to do that. It was never there. You either buy something that you can fix and get running, or you find something else, you know. To rebuild something, we weren't there. We're only there because Doug's here. And Doug can help and has a little bit of knowledge on doing it. He's not doing it every day, obviously, but he's done it before. He knows more than me. And that's what's going on.
This side of the road.
So when Doug wants to come play on the engine, I play on the engine.
Oh wait, there's two in the front here you didn't get.
Are you?
At least one in the front you didn't get.
Can this take it off?
Probably. Is that in reverse now?
No, I think so. You might want to try. I'm pretty sure it's in reverse.
Yeah, it's in reverse.
She's full of power too, ain't she?
Probably.
Where do you see that one? Oh, well, there's still one on this side too then. You got the washer, you got her.
Yeah.
That's it. Come on now, man. You keep on nothing but you can't come in. Doug, did you ever watch that show, Cheech and Chong?
No.
Up in Smoke?
Worst I got was the trailer park boy. There, she's coming.
Well, I think that the nut's off. Yes, it is. So it's probably gonna fall. Well, I got a screw over here to hold that. Just a second, I got a hose onto the oil pan on the side over here. I have to get a screw or a screwdriver and unscrewdriver it. I'm hoping for Rockabilly Weekend to happen this year, because it's going to be fun to see the Doug and the Carrot Club mingle with the other Carrot Club. It's going to be fun, you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of people that will get to meet different people and enjoy the same thing. Yeah, I'm just going to pull down, I guess.
Oh, are you out now? Because I'm holding it up.
Oh,
Are you ready to drop?
no.
Oh.
Got one more. Oh, we got it now, Doug.
Yeah, the front had to come first, remember?
Well, I do and I don't.
Are you out? Yeah, here you go.
All right, now we're gonna get out. You got a little finger hose going to rip off here, Doug. That's all.
Yeah,
Like that spitting on you, did, baby? Huh? Trying to spit on me.
I'll leave that sitting right underneath where the drain is.
Funny story. We were laying in bed one night. We were half asleep. I woke up. There was a mouse on my neck. I woke up. I grabbed this. Well, I didn't know what it was. I grabbed it on my neck and threw it against the wall. I said, "What the hell was that?" Jumped up, turned the lights on. Here was this mouse on the floor, trying to give him the, I don't know, break dancing. And I decided to get out and turn the lights on. I seen it, went and jumped to get it, and went underneath the bed. So I give the floor a couple taps and come out, and I grabbed it by the tail and beat its head on the floor, and ran out the door and chucked it out the door. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning. Threw it out the door, come back in the bedroom. And she goes, "That couldn't happen to a better person." I'm telling you, it was quite a thing.
There's cotter pins in there for Christ's sake.
Is that a bad thing, bud?
I've never seen that before. Normally you just have a lock on.
Okay. They've cotter pinned all the wrist, what do they call it? Caps on the crank. They cotter pinned them all. So I'm gonna pull. Whew, she's quite a mess getting in this stuff.
So we're going to need the needle nose pliers and pull all those cotter pins.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to move that oil pan. I'm going to clean this little place up, and I'm going to jack that thing up higher for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to be on your back or your knees. You thinking I told you, Doug?
Here she probably said, I need a little frame.
You need a little praying? You need to be forgiven? Now, don't trust this. Watch yourself, Doug. I'm tightening it up. Tighten that up. And don't crack that. So we got company. Almost dinner time, ain't it, baby? I have no idea who it is, but we'll soon find out. Doug, I want you to sit down on a chair. Hello. How you doing?
Guys selling t-shirts and stuff or what?
We are. We have. Or Jolene has a few. If you want to come in. You want to come in for a second? Do you want to wait till after, baby, or?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm in no rush.
Okay. You any good at taking pistons out? How long are we in?
An hour.
An hour? How long did it take to get a piston out, Doug?
Once we get there, if we didn't have those pins in there,
We'd be zippity doo dah.
I'd have one up by now.
Oh, so we take cotter pins out of the bolts. And the caps.
Just over there, John.
Okay,
Got
buddy.
that Jaguar motor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching the
We-
clips on YouTube.
We finally come to the conclusion that it wasn't coming back to life, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Where's your little light, John?
yes, my friend, I'll get you a
On the
little light.
table over there.
It's right here. Here, baby, I'll deal with that while you,
Okay.
what? You do your t-shirt. I don't know if that goes.
Yeah, make some money.
Yeah, that's right. I think my wife wants one too, so.
Okay, I'm taking over. All right, I'm doing the play-by-play. Doug's underneath the engine. He's taking out the cotter pin. Cotter pin's pissing him off right this second.
They're in there, are they? Let me
See
grab
what's
my
happening
wife's-
He's got a cotter pin.
Is dog loud
He's got to
out?
pull out of that before he take them caps off. There you go. Huh? And you know them cotter pins aren't rusted up, don't you? Huh?
No,
They're full-time oil.
Jump head.
no, you don't.
I think she'd like
My side cutters aren't that great, Doug, as you can tell.
her.
Was you just going to cut them off and go for the other side, pull them out?
I was gonna get 'em and see if you-
How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're just doing our daily video. She's real as real can get.
Yeah.
Doug's got her now. He's got her by her tippy toes now, ain't you, Doug?
That's coming.
There. That's what's got to go on with every nut on every cap.
Now, you had an air thing. Well, there's one of these in there.
You want air gun and what size?
2X.
Let me get this other one here first.
Okay.
That's, I'd say that's 9/16. That's the guess, that's the guess. What a perverted way of doing
You
things.
guys know.
Perverted?
Yes. Only in English.
What's that?
Only in English, but
There you go. And you love them, don't you? Doug loves the old Jaguars. He loves them. Deep down, he really loves them. Stick it in this end over here, Doug. There's a hole in this end there. You stick her up in there, you pull it right out.
I gotta bend this thing loose
Ah.
first.
Who are you, the camera guy, or are you doing the work? Huh? What, Doug? I'm like the backseat driver.
That's that Jones Bugatti.
Yeah, I seen that at Peterson.
At the Peterson.
It's a currency.
Oh, in California.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We did too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that where you got the idea? I seen you.
Well, it was the idea, but
Yeah.
yeah. Jolene gave me the idea to make it.
Yeah.
Did you see the Phantom they got in there?
The Bantam?
The Phantom? It's like, it's an old, it's kind of like that, but the doors on it are round, and the front end on it's like so long, I don't even know how they drove it, but it's really kind of.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now. The great big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did so actually. We seen them, most of them.
Jolene said she'd marry him if he built her one, so that's why he's going like hell at it. Before he changes her mind.
She better not.
Never did take that.
You're more than welcome to. I didn't do so good play-by-play.
Is that why you take all the videos off, just on that,
Just on the
on
phone.
the
Yeah.
phone?
Well,
Yeah.
it's the pro.
Wow, right?
I'll get a hammer in the head. Being bad, is it?
Yeah.
I've got a pair of snips here. Well, thank you guys for your support. Coming
Yeah,
down here.
yeah, you know,
Man.
my,
Appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Friend of mine was down here right before Christmas.
You got your everything there, we'll take that one out, drive that this note, and said it's just.
All right, Doug's put me to work. You,
Yeah.
Dude, I just gotta do
Hey,
this.
wait, we get the right size?
What do you gotta do here?
Is that the right size?
No. You need 9/16 or 5/8, do you not?
9/16, I think.
That'd be 5/8.
That's pretty
Try that.
fancy. That car looks a lot different.
Next one up, Ted.
You're more than welcome to come and take a look at it.
Let's take a quick peek at it then.
5/8, you think, Doug?
Yeah, try that, yeah.
All I just asked, not to touch us all. We're
Yeah.
doing the same
Yeah,
business,
that's it.
sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
I just watched the video where you put
Yeah,
that,
sure. The
guy
guy,
coat, yeah.
still doing that off and on, here and there. It'd be funny to drive up and pull up beside somebody in a 1934 or 36 Ford driving something like that and think, wow, where'd they come from? We do not.
No air.
Oh,
What are you doing?
come on, man. Hear me out. There you go there, baby. I'll get the nut. I'll get the nut. We're gonna get cups and put them all in. Cups where they go with the. Not all the way on. 5/8 wrench.
Yeah, 5
Found here, Doug.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm gonna get a cup and put them in.
When do you guys shoot season 3 of the show? Soon? You guys shoot season 3 of the show?
Well, we don't know anything right now with COVID going on. We can only do what they say, basically, and then that's what we'll do. But we're hoping for the best.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. Yeah, there's so many restrictions, you know.
I know, we were hoping to get down the car show last year, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got a cup for that one.
so that's number, what is it, number 5?
Yeah, get at it. I know it's like that.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys have Monday
Yeah.
off and be able to do what you want.
I'm on week's vacation, 2
Oh,
weeks
good for you.
vacation, my man. I had
That's number 5.
to use it or lose it type of thing, right? Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to come down and see you guys this summer during the car show or something.
Thanks,
Right on, man. Have a good one.
You too.
See you later.
Yeah.
What number?
5.
Or number 5?
Yeah.
Number 5.
So that's what your cat works with.
What? That doesn't look like there's any gray in that.
If you're looking for gouges is what you're looking for.
We're looking for gouges.
It doesn't look horrible.
Put that cap in this right here.
Yeah, it doesn't look horrible at all.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so now we're gonna drive that piston right up to the top.
You want a rubber hammer? You're gonna metal hammer?
Piece of wood.
Piece of wood. You want to use your hammer handle there? Which one you smashing up?
This is number
5.
5.
Okay, there you go, Jeff. How you gonna get that? Okay, you're gonna have to take a look at the bottom. See how you're gonna get that all the way up through. Do I turn that? Take it up, Doug? Can I turn the crank? Take it up?
But, are we jamming? Is that?
No, no. She just, that was at the bottom, right? Or has to come up a lot further.
That's not jamming, right? No? No. Just hold that, will you?
Sure. It's coming.
screw in. Oh, yes. Perfect.
I say all the rings are stuck.
They're stuck solid. That's why you get no compression, because that's stuck right solid. So we gotta pull those off and clean the grooves out and polish it all up, and hopefully we can reuse that. Wrist pins are a little sloppy, but not horrible. You shouldn't have any slop there at all.
No?
No. And I don't think they're extremely expensive to replace. I think the pistons will be salvageable. The rods are fine.
So we was not getting compression because this is a top ring. Is this one?
Yeah, that's your compression ring. That's an oil ring down here. That's your.
Our compression ring is stuck
Yeah.
all the way around.
In
Which
fact, there's two compression rings. I think there's another one there, and they're just stuck solid. They
cool.
got those cleaned up.
So the ring need to be dug out of there. Paul.
I'll
Watch your head, John.
I'll replace the rings. Rings and bearings are replaced for sure.
So should all that go back on that and store it that way and put it in a rag and put it up? Or you want how do you want to do that?
They're actually numbered. Should be a number on that there, 5. And when you put it back, the 5 is facing the exhaust side.
But what I'm saying is, you want all that rod just bolt it back on the end of that, or do you want to just
Doesn't
leave
much
it out?
matter, just keep them all together.
Okay.
You can if you want, sure, why not?
But I mean, it'll stay together.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
maybe the bearing won't. The bearing won't though. The bearing probably follow the one it.
Not if you push it in there.
Well, that way they're all together and.
Yeah. And just make sure the 2 5s are up.
I'm thinking that we found our reason why we haven't got compression.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously a bit of both.
They're both.
A bit of both. The head is probably, the valves are probably not seating correctly because of carbon. The pistons the rings are seized on, the pistons probably due to carbon too, eh?
Yeah, just, it's dissimilar metals. You know, you've got aluminum pistons, and steel
Steel rings,
steel rings,
yes?
and steel walls. And when you get dissimilar substances, they tend to, if they're sitting by themselves, they'll corrode. And
There's markings on that, when you put that back on, that cap, the way it fits, the numbers.
yeah.
So that's what we'll do, we'll keep them all in place, keep them all in order.
Yeah.
This is number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Yeah.
That's all serviceable so far. The crank is serviceable so far.
Yes?
But we will plastic gauge it when we put the new inserts in. Just see what you got.
So what we're hoping for, basically, what I'm hoping for basically, is just a basic, take apart, rebuild, put it back together, get the rings free, clean everything up, and hopefully we can get it going from there. Hopefully, like, you know, there's not a lot of machine work has to be done, that's what I'm hoping, just to clean
The
up.
the crank doesn't have to come out. It's no big deal to touch the head up.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
If you're not doing guides and all that, then we may be able to salvage the valves, but we'll see.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty good, as far as the engine goes, it's looking good from tearing it apart.
Yeah.
Like certain engines you can tear apart and no good for nothing, but we're thinking that it's probably okay it's salvageable.
Yeah.
And if we do it cheaply as possible, that's my middle name,
Yeah.
Chad Cheap Hilt.
So that's it for the block. That's just 5 more of the same.
Yeah, so we just pull the other pistons out,
Yeah.
heads off, all the dirty work is done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Doug.
Yeah.
We want to thank the YouTubers for watching and coming back. If people want to join and subscribe and join up to the live chat, there's a lot of good people on there. You can meet people you've never talked to before in your life. You can have your own opinion, as long as it's a good one. You know, we all keep respectful on this page, or hope to anyways. And the people that are not, you have to ask yourself, would I teach my kids to do the exact same thing I am doing? You know, would you do that? And I don't think that you would tell your kids to make fun of other people because it's not right. But anyways, We're on a good path, we got a good bunch of people, and this is what we're doing today. Doug's in the house, the Texas rattlesnake.
Call me names now.
Calling your name, guys, just joking.
Ah, there.